Next on the speakers list is Wayne Scott, followed by Nancy Smith-Leah, and then Tom Flaherty.
Good afternoon, folks. I was just going to comment if nobody else had mentioned the things that I wanted to say, and I figured that by going later I would have that opportunity. And pretty much I'd like to say that I agree with Yvonne, and I agree with Hamish, and I agree with Dan and the folk and Gary and the folks that are pushing this forward. I don't think we're at odds here. I even agree with Faye about the Sharrows. I don't think they're particularly good either. But I think one of the major things that we're still not looking at is the fact that people who are against this type of idea are saying that by removing a lane of motor vehicle traffic, we are reducing the flow of traffic, which just simply isn't the case. Last time I was down here, we talked about Jarvis Street, and we talked about removing one lane of vehicular traffic and replacing it with 2 lanes, bicycle lanes. Now we've got an extra lane, and everybody's still complaining about the fact that we're reducing traffic flow. It's ridiculous. We have been conned all our lives. I know I've been riding the streets of Toronto on a bicycle for 50 years now, and we have been conned all my life by the automobile industry to say that this is the way you have to travel, and our entire society functions that way. It's the main source of our economy. How many times before we were 16 years old did we get a commercial telling us how great it was going to be to have an automobile? We were going to be popular, we were going to be upfront adults, it was a rite of passage, all of these things. We have to break through this. And the fact that we are all here discussing this, I'd like to thank each and every person that cares about this matter, no matter what side they have, because it's the reality that we have to deal with. We constantly hear people railing against change. We hear about it constantly in the upcoming mayoral election. We're hearing it. It's one of the major issues that we're hearing about. The fact is that change is necessary. And I hear people talking about the fact that change is the problem. The problem is the status quo. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked for years. Hamish, you can hear the frustration in his voice. Maybe you can hear it in mine. I've been here for 15 years talking about this stuff. The stuff we were talking about 15 years ago, we're talking about today, and there's still people that think that, that this is a bad idea. We're looking at it as a Southern Ontario sort of issue, and we're looking at what drivers coming in from the 905 have to do with how we design our streets in Toronto. The problem is they're driving by life in this city. We are life in this city, and our interests should hold sway. It's that simple. If you talk to people that live downtown, and I've talked to a lot of them over the years, everybody's got a bike, or they walk, right? The number of people that don't have cars in downtown Toronto now is in the majority, I believe. But we're the people that pay the taxes and live in this city are still suffering from the fact that so many automobiles are coming in and out of this city every day. We've got to change it. This is a great start. The east-west corridors are the main focus, and this is a safety issue, not a transportation issue. And once again, I'll be addressing some of these issues possibly in the very near future in a different forum. But I just wanted to again say thank you to everybody that's involved, because it's the most important addressable issue we've got. Thanks.
Thank you. Are there any questions of the deputant? Seeing none, thank you very much.